Welcome to the Barker Podcast Collection.
Welcome to the Not Watching Podcast. My name's Rob Howard, and this week I'm joined by
John Marson
and Marcus Hurley.
You can contact us on email at notwatchingpodcast@gmail.com or follow us on Twitter at notwatchingpod. So yeah, it was the Oscars at the weekend, and I thought there were a few surprises there. I did actually make my predictions. Unfortunately, our pod lord Adam didn't get round to filing it, so you'll just have to take my word for it instead. Yeah, I think I didn't get Best Picture. Wasn't expecting Spotlight to win that, to be honest.
Because it wasn't the Best Picture.
Well, this is it. You have to bear in mind who votes for the Academy Awards and stuff. But this to me, Spotlight, was my first thought was the best thing. If that had anything going for it, it was the ensemble cast, and the Oscars doesn't have an award for Best Ensemble. A lot of the other awards do, and I just thought, like, it just annoys me when films win Best Picture and it's for a reason that is a bit more specific than it was the best overall picture.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you guys, but I just thought, I haven't seen all of these films, but I thought The Revenant had that in the bag, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd say no contest, really. I mean, I enjoyed watching Spotlight, but I didn't feel like it was anything that new.
No.
I felt Revenant was a new experience for me. Like, seeing that film was, it was a bit groundbreaking. I'm not really sure why exactly, but it was just totally different to anything I'd seen in the past.
Well, to be fair, it did get the award that I think gave it that, which was cinematography.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he got it for Birdman last year, I think, as well. But
yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, he says Emmanuel Lubezki.
Thank you.
Scrolling down to find it. Yeah, no, awesome. Again, Roger Deakins missed out, as he always seems to do, for Sicario. But I think that was so well deserved. I mean, I've not seen. We haven't spoke about The Revenant on here, so don't mind giving it a bit of time. But yeah, I thought that it put 3D films I've seen to shame, the work in that, because I don't think I've felt as immersed in a 3D film, because you really felt like you were being taken through it all. Like,
I think just the fact the whole shot only with natural light thing. I think, although when I heard about it, I thought that's just a bit of a gimmick. It does make the whole thing feel a lot more real, and it sort of flows so much better, because, you know, them shooting at the whole thing's shot either at dawn or at dusk, basically. But because the light's always fairly similar, it kind of makes the whole thing stitched together much better, I think.
Yeah. I was also really conscious of like the angle of the shots, because a lot of that stuff, when you're like in those action sequences where you're following it around, it's almost like you're looking up at it as though you're sort of crouched down.
Like you're a child there.
Well, kind of, but it's almost like it's the correct angle for how you are positioned in context to the screen, in a way. I know that sounds mental, but it really worked for me.
Yeah. No, I thought it was really quite incredibly shot, and the scenes, like the wilderness scenes that they have in there, is just stunning.
And the bear fight.
Oh God! Actually, my boss at work came up to me and she went, "Oh, you saw that Revenant film, didn't you, last night?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did. I thought it was amazing." And she said, "So is it true about what happens to Leo?" I was like, "What do you mean?" She went, "With the bear. Did the bear?" And at this point, I realised that she thought that somebody had told her that the bear had raped Leo.
Yeah, it was going round. It was.
Was it?
Yeah.
So I was just like, yeah, no, I couldn't believe it. I didn't know that the film was going to be like that. Went, I can't believe they put that in a film. I was like, yeah, I know, it's mental. But, you know, I guess it's new territory, you know, animal on man. She just went, I don't think I'm going to watch it. I was like, I don't know if you would like it.
Still, whatever he went through, it won him the Oscar, finally. Mm-hmm. I think everyone agreed that it was his turn.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't perhaps his best performance. He was good in it, but I think I don't know who was he up against? Fassbender, Steve Jobs. He was good in that, in a kind of doing an impersonation of a real person type way. Bryan Cranston was just excellent. He's always excellent.
Yeah.
Damon was very charismatic in The Martian, and Eddie Redmayne was playing a lady or a transsexual lady. So yeah, I don't know. Of that lot, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. I think he probably.
I do think he was very good in it. Like, I think that was an Oscar-worthy performance for me.
Sure. Yeah, considering like he didn't really speak much due to events of the film.
He did some great grunts and whistles and stuff, though.
Yeah, that's some real acting going on, I suppose.
Yeah.
You got any thoughts, Marcus, on any of the Oscar results?
I don't know. I just thought that he should have won it for Wolf of Wall Street. To be honest,
he was very good in that.
He was fantastic in that. He actually made the film a lot more enjoyable than I thought, because that subject matter would normally make me angry. Be like, oh, these people, I hate them. But you love him. You know, he's a complete and utter despicable human being, but you're on side of him. And that's the magic of cinema. And he did that with that character. Even though he was a complete scumbag, he should have got caught. You know, it's like watching a film about a villain. You're kind of waiting for it all to come crashing down. But then when he kind of gets away with it at the end, you're like, yeah! You cheer with him.
We just need Gary Oldman to win an Oscar now, and then the world will be fair again, right?
Yeah.
Has he not got one?
He's never got an Oscar, no.
I know, that's
thought
despicable.
He's been nominated though, hasn't he?
I don't believe he has.
Really?
Yeah. I might be wrong about that. He's definitely never won one, but I think he's never been nominated either.
It's because he's British.
Well, no, it's not. It's because nobody ever recognises him in the films that he's in. It's like, oh shit, was that Gary Oldman? Fuck. So he's such a good actor.
He changes
you don't realise.
So
10 times the Oscars have screwed Gary Oldman over is what I'm looking at right now.
Oh, so he's been nominated 10 times, has he? Or?
Oh no, he's just been snubbed, apparently. Wow. What are we saying? Oh no, he was nominated for Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Okay, cool.
That's the only time though.
Wow.
Think about all of the roles that he's had.
Terrible.
He should have at least got Best Supporting Actor.
Terrible.
That's not a great film to win for though.
No,
like, he's done so much. Like, he's done so much better. I'd have thought he'd have got it for Dracula that time.
Yeah, well, you know, casting Keanu in it just ruined it. It wasn't Oscar material anymore. Whoa.
Yeah. Shame George Miller didn't get anything for Mad Max. I thought he might have got that because Inarritu, he won for Birdman last year, so he's won twice in a row now. So I thought they might cut George some slack. Damn it. Fucking hell.
Not this time.
But Mad Max did win a lot of others. It got cleaned up in all the technical awards it was nominated for, I think, with the exception of visual effects, which was won by Ex Machina, which I was kind of surprised about. I mean, they're great effects, but I'm linking these all together here. Great effects, but the biggest visual effect in that movie was Alicia Vikander, who won Best Supporting Actress.
Yeah.
You know,
but
so yeah.
The thing about that film, though, for visual effects, is that it really felt real. Like, you weren't questioning it when you're watching it. You weren't going, "Oh, she's CGI," or I wasn't anyway.
Yeah,
like, it really blended so naturally with the stuff that was, you know, shot on film, or I guess it was probably all shot digitally, but yeah, it sort of melded so well.
And maybe because it was like a home. Well, I say homely, but a sort of almost like an indoor environment as well, like an enclosed space. So these people had to be believable. So
I think it's been termed as a bit of a chamber piece That
chamber
film.
piece.
A chamber piece, yeah.
What, is
it's
that like a theatre sort of thing, or what?
I think when there's just like 3 people in it, and it's in a
like
fairly
Reservoir Dogs or
limited. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, although there's more people in that, so yeah, it's when it's just like 3 people carrying a film or 2 people carrying a film.
Yeah,
I think that's what it
spotted
is.
Something. Spotlight won Best Motion Picture, and whilst it's listed in the credits of some of the people involved, there's someone called Bly Pagan Faust. Faust being an interesting last name. As in the guy who sold his soul to the devil for success.
She is a screenwriter? No, she's an actress and producer.
If she starts winning a lot more things, it'll be even more interesting. But
well, that Tom McCarthy, who directed Spotlight, he's an actor as well. So I think it's a very Thespy production, that one.
What do you think about Inside Out winning Best Animated Piece?
I can't think of anything else that
I thought
should have won instead. Anomalisa looks cool. Charlie Kaufman film. I'm interested in seeing that. That's all puppets, I think. But I've not heard of the other ones. I heard Shaun the Sheep was good.
Yeah, I guess I haven't seen the others. I just thought Inside Out wasn't very good.
Really?
But I know everyone else loved it, so...
I really liked it. I think it's one of Pixar's best.
Really?
Yeah, I think I preferred Up, but I think I just appreciated the mechanics of it, how they put it all together.
Yeah.
I know maybe that might not have like led to like the most out and out enjoyable movie, but I don't know, I still laughed a lot, and it got to me in places. I really enjoyed that.
I guess I just didn't like the central sort of contrivance of it. You know, the idea that you got these 4 little people driving in your head, sort of thing. I didn't really float my boat, I guess.
Yeah, I think, and if you can't really buy into that, then yeah, you're not going to get much out of it.
Yeah.
So like, there used to actually be a TV show called Herman's Head, which was exactly the same premise. I used to watch. It was around the same time.
Yeah, I've seen it before. I've seen that idea before. I'm
Yeah.
sure, like I've read like children's books and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's cool that I really appreciate the fact that kids have something like that now to sort of explain why they might be feeling a bit sad sometimes. You know, if they
They'll
can
be like
see
digging into their ears and trying to find a little sad person so they can pull them out.
Maybe it should be an R-rated movie then.
Yeah, it's filth.
God, I just hope they don't do an R-rated version of that.
And this is what lives downstairs.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing, is the way they end that film is it's like, oh, she's 12 years old, it's fine. It's like, no, that's all going to go horribly wrong.
Yeah. You got
but
a few tough years ahead of you.
Yeah, they're going to do the dark second movie, like The Empire Strikes Back of Inside Out. Okay. Amy got Best Documentary. That was fair enough. That was really good. I didn't see any of the others, to be fair, but it seemed to have won that award in every award. I was really surprised. Well, I mean, it's not surprising. Mark Rylance is a brilliant actor. I watched Bridge of Spies the other night. He was very good in it.
Yeah,
but,
he is. Yeah.
It was tracking much more favourably towards Mark Ruffalo or Sylvester Stallone, who was nominated for his role as Rocky Balboa in Creed, which was also a very good movie.
I think that's a bit weird.
Bridge of Spies was dull.
Yeah, I thought it was dull as well.
Yeah,
I totally
went on
so lost interest in it. It was just went on and on. What were you saying, Marcus?
I thought it was a bit. I mean, ignoring the whole controversy thing going on with the Oscars, I thought Creed was a bit strange because I didn't think, whilst Balboa's role was quite good, I didn't think he really brought that much. He just played an old, doddery Rocky, which was fun, but I kind of think, how could he get nominated and the main guy not, who carried the film? And, you know, to be honest, I thought that the singer was just as equal as a good supporting role. The one who was suffering from the ever increasing deafness. I thought she was just as a pivotal role.
Yeah, I mean, I personally...
It is strange. I mean...
I don't think there was a standout performance in that film. It was really well put together, though.
Yeah.
And that one fight scene that's all in one take, so impressive.
Good. Over the shoulder, innit? Yeah.
Yeah, it just keeps tracking. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe that film wasn't nominated for more, like maybe screenplay or...
Yeah.
I think it was nominated for screenplay, actually. No, it wasn't. It was completely snubbed.
It's mad what they could do with like those electric motorised gimbals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The Steadicam stuff, like.
Yeah, it's amazing. Cool. All right. Well, that was the Oscars then. I don't think any of us actually watched it. I heard the ceremony was pretty mediocre, really. Went on for too long, as it always does.
I don't feel the need to kind of stay up and watch them anymore. I used to,
that's the
but
thing.
I kind of feel
that's the
like...
thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the last time I did, it was the year that I was at uni at the time, so it didn't matter what time I got up on Monday. And I think Return of the King won everything. So I just kept waking my housemate up, like, whooping.
Just one final thing. So now Leo's won his Oscar. Do you think that means he can stop taking interesting and diverse roles and just start making action films?
Opposite Jason Statham.
Yeah, like somebody put it on Reddit as he can now pull a reverse McConaughey. And just make shit films and just earn loads of money doing crap.
Like Robert De Niro.
Yeah, like Robert De Niro.
I hope not.
It could go that way.
I don't want to see Leonardo DiCaprio in Rocky and Bullwinkle 2. I don't want to see that.
He's still really young. That's the thing. Like, he's only like a couple of years older than us, I think.
Yeah, that's well young.
Well, it's in the grand scheme of things, he's got quite a way to go.
Yeah.
For a male actor, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people don't win it for years, you know?
Yeah.
Like, or ever. But yeah, he's done enough high profile stuff. I think it was just desserts.
Oh, definitely high time that he took one home. He's done so many good films. He should have got one for The Departed.
Yeah, absolutely. But ironically, that was what Scorsese finally won his Oscar for, wasn't it? Was that?
Yeah.
Even though, like, he'd done so many other legendary films before.
Yeah, how did he get one for Goodfellas? Like?
I know, it's mental, isn't it?
It's like, what on earth were they looking at? They were nominated.
So I hope you've enjoyed this especially serious Not Watching podcast in partnership with notlistening.co.uk, where you can also hear myself and Ian talk about video games and virtual reality on the Not Playing podcast, and Adam, Ash and Will talk about all manner of much less serious things on the Not Listening podcast. You can email us at notwatchingpodcast@gmail.com, or you can tweet at or follow us on Twitter at notwatchingpod. You can find the show notes for this show at notlistening.co.uk, and if you're listening to us on iTunes, then please do give us a review. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for listening. See ya!
Bye.
Till it happens to you, you won't know how I